All right, you ready for this? It is going to be a hopefully reasonably quick update to the conversion of the abstract sculpture garden into an abstract sculpture park. That's right. We're going to go from a garden to like a park. And it's a private park, not a public park, of course. We're going to stay private here. I don't own the land, and I don't think the people who do would appreciate me opening up their land to the public, and I wouldn't either. Anyways, so I'm going to just give you a quick update. I have been very busy. I got the African mask hung up there, and that was a freaking chore because, can you see? It's right on the bank. I had the ladder like on the angle of the bank, and I'm deathly afraid of heights. But I've also got out here and I started doing some of the raking, and there is a lot to rake. I'm on the little bridge, and last night there was a beaver in here just tooling around, swimming. It was kind of cool. I was sitting right there and heard some rustling. Next thing you know, it was like a plop, and lo and behold, there was a beaver. So I still need to get in here. This kind of sucks. I got tired by the time I got down here, but so I'm making some piles. That hasn't changed. I did rake it a little bit, trying to clean things up a little bit. So there are a couple of piles here and there, but I'm hoping you can tell that I've been raking. I've been raking like a fiend. I don't know if you can actually tell in this or not. Isn't that nice? Look at that. That's called a water flower. Anyways, so I do have a bunch of piles, but I hope you can tell. I can tell, but I don't know how well it's going to show up on the video. I got a bunch of piles. I've been raking like a freaking madman, and you wouldn't believe how. See, so I rake, and this is my disposal method. Boom, right into here. Into my garbage can, and I've been wheeling from down here. I don't know if you can see it, but out there's the beginnings of a pile. I've been walking them out in the woods, and up top it's out behind the shed. But I have been out here. I've been working. I've been busting it. I've also started kept up with redecorating. I've changed some things around. If this is your first time watching, you won't notice, of course, but if you've watched any of these, you might notice how I've changed things up a little bit. I'm trying to create like a park-like setting, and can you see the difference between, I don't know if you can, and there's more to do, obviously, but this is where I started, and I haven't got in there yet. So unraked, raked, raked, unraked. I'll get in there and we'll clean it, but I like to create just a sense of like discovery everywhere you look, whether it's something big or something small. We got the grasshopper guards. I'm going to, hopefully, the idea with this, that's just temporary, the two grasshoppers. I'm going to put another, I already went through this, but I'm going to put that one on the top, that one on the top, take some 2x4s, and boom, 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 Mickey Mouse it together, put something over the top. I don't know if it'll be wood or metal. And then that thing right there, I'd like to put that on the top of it as like an entryway, gateway kind of thing. This bench is very nice. Not so much that the bench is nice, but the view. You can see the flower, the water flower down there in the water. I made a video of setting that in there. It was kind of funny. But I'm going to be cleaning this up. We got, I'm going to probably paint that thing there. I got it just hanging off a branch. Just, I want stuff everywhere. There's birdhouses down there. I'd like to get rid of that. Move it to somewhere else. But we just got stuff. I got wires. I don't know if you can see that, but I got wires running all over the place and got shit hanging off them. Wind chimes. I'd like to relocate that because it kills That right there, kill that too. See that? That too. It kills the park-like atmosphere. So I've spread a lot of this out, and this has been untaken care of for a while, but about 30 years ago, the property owner did all this. He cleaned this all out. He brought in a backhoe and a bulldozer, and this was just like a little trickle, and he mucked it out, cleaned it, kind of, you know, some of it was there. Obviously the granite work was there, but he had this really nice when he was younger, and he built all this. You can walk down here, and again, we got little stuff, you know, some bigger stuff. The old time on one of his sculptures. And this will all get raked as well. We got some bird houses along the water. We got the bird. That's the old timer's bird. The roadies are looking good. Some nice buds on the roadies walking through. And boom. And so this was all, I had everything all bunched in here, and I'm trying to spread it out, and I got more seeding. I got a lot more I'm doing, so this is just a quick update. Planter with a nice view of the water. See if that's one of Rolly G's like abstract sculpture, hand sculptures. I got it just on top of two bases connected together. I'm gonna try not to walk off the back here, but I got down here. I won't go down there right now. This is kind of a mess, so don't look at any of this. There used to be a bridge, but this is a nice part of the water feature, and this is all supposed to get rebuilt. I offered to help, so maybe this summer. But this is very nice as well. It's a very nice water feature. If you like water, and I do, water's awesome. I like water, and but I got right now one chair. I'm working on raking, but I got a little bit of Statues of Liberties going down there. I moved them to down there. Statue of Liberty there. I got an old cast iron pump hanging off. I got another one there. Gotta rake it up, and we got one more. Oh, where is she? Right there. I'd like to get rid of that pile of wood. Oh, Jesus, I almost fell. How funny would that be, huh? Break my neck, drowned in 2 feet of water. Oh, anyway, so I don't know. I don't really like that stuff. This is a work in progress. Keep that in mind. Work in progress. This needs to be separated a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to move this, or if I'm going to move that. That's freaking heavy. The problem with that is there's a nub on the other side of that. There happened to be a hole in the ground. So wherever I put that, if I move it, I got to dig a hole for that, like a 8-inch deep hole for the nub to fit in. Otherwise, it'll be cockeyed. And that thing is just freaking heavy. Just freaking heavy. Get the face out of the way. Oh, one on my rock. I'm going to do a few more of those. The sculpture, abstract sculpture, we need to name it. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff, little stuff, stained glass. We got the flying pig. I moved the big purple flower to the very back. I cut down the tree. I don't know if you noticed, but remember there was a tree right here. That tree is gone, so now I'll be hanging that in those trees, probably 12 feet up or so. That thing will be hanging. I moved this a little bit. That's my pile of junk. That's Milky the Milk Can Man. We got the peacock in the tree. We got my Miller chairs. I'm going to end up raking all this. I've been cutting trees down, snipping all the little bits of pines. I need to get in here and rake all this. I'd like to rake this and use this space as well. I don't know if you can see that, but one of the wells, pumps, whatever. I took down the bucket and hung that thing. I gotta do something with I don't know if I like that or not. It keeps falling, but. So we move that over here. We got wind chimes. We got just art hanging off the wires. I move that. That's actually a planter. And pretty soon I will put some cocoa matting around this, take this out of it, put some dirt in it, and plant some flowers. There's the big I'm trying to do this quick. I also did some stuff to the shed today too. I like to decorate. So I got a Southwest theme going on the shed. I put up the lizards, put up this metal clock thing, was very kind of southwesterny, and the lizard. But that's what we're doing. Next time when I get more going on down below, I'll take you for a walk down below. But that is in a nutshell, and I don't know if you can tell. I can certainly tell. Isn't that nice? That was a lot of work, but man, we got to come up with a name. It's Singer Sewing Machine legs that are attached. 2 of them, boom, boom, with the sphere up there. It's nice. This thing's like 15. To the very top is like 15 feet tall. I got the bird. I gotta paint him, but there's wires, there's that wind chime, the big purple flower. I'd like to do a few more just little things in here to fill in some of the space. Again, move that truck, move that fucking car, put it like on the other side of the shed over there, put them over there would be nice. But that's where we're at. I got a lot of raking to do. I still got a lot of work. The old timer and I, we're gonna be making stuff in his workshop. We're working on some ideas, but it's just a nice, peaceful, serene. I come out here, so far, this is and I'll get all this will get raked up, all this shit will be gone. I got my chair down there, this kind of mid-mod chair. I'm gonna, you gotta be careful, because, boom. Still wet. Yeah, it rains, so it fills up, but I won't sit in it, but it's got a nice view as well down here of the water. I like to get that log out of there. If it dries up this year, I'm going to try to do that. But there's the flower we just set, and there's stuff down here too. I don't even know how much. So I just want everywhere you look, I want you to look to see something, and I want you to have that encouragement to keep looking. Because I like little stuff, I like big stuff. We got another one of the old timers, don't fall in pieces there. It's just fun. But there's when I took a video of it, the sun was out pretty beat and pretty. But I just did that just a little while ago. What do you think? I think it's cool. I don't know what the property owner is gonna think, but my favorite spot so far, broken wind chimes. I need to get a bunch more wind chimes. Isn't that nice though? This is a nice spot right here. I'm almost done. If you've made it this far, what's another minute? But so far, again, get the grasshopper gads right here. On the bench. I'll put something there too on that dead pine tree. Something on it maybe, I don't know. I want to look at something. I'm going to paint that rusty sewing machine. I don't know if you can even see it. Can you see that hanging from the limb? Paint it some kind of color. This is a super wide pan out. The sun's going down. It's starting to get a little chilly. I find myself sitting right here. When I'm taking a break, I'll come out here and sit right here. This is right on top of the hill, so to speak. And it just has a nice view, not of everything. If that pile, wait a minute, I'm just trying to slowly pan. That brush pile is allegedly going to get burnt, and when that is gone, I'll be able to see more sitting here. But I want to basically just be able to be in a spot and see a lot. I can't see everything from one spot, which is cool. I don't want to do that anyways. But from this side, if I scooch over here on the bench, you can see a little better of the water. Oh, and you can can see the flower too. Oh, I think that's cool. Oh, I'm Rustic Guy. I appreciate you watching. And if you got a comment, please leave one. I am interested. Please be nice. I do have feelings. If you don't have anything nice to say, you don't need to say it. But if you got something you'd like to share, if you got a comment that's, you know, somewhat productive or at least constructive or positive, I'd love to hear it. I'm Rustic Guy. Thanks for watching. I know it was very long and I have a tendency to flap my gums, but you know, it is what it is. So again, cheers. I appreciate you watching. Be safe.